we begin with, first, Gerald Hammond and his book, Illegal Tender. Gerald Hammond wrote several series, the Keith Calder series, the Three Oaks series, and the one about rally driving. He's also wrote a great many just one-off murder mysteries because he felt like it. Well, Gerald Hammond actually made his living as an architect. And this book, Illegal Tender, is when he finally brought the Keith Calder and the Three Oaks series together in one rather magnificent book. Now, I of course have no problem dealing with things like hunting, fishing, shooting, and deep sea boats. Not quite my thing, but yeah, I do like the ocean and messing around in boats every now and again. And of course, driving a car maniacally on the back streets. Aha. Yeah. Well, the least said about that, the better, perhaps. I don't want any more policemen climbing out of my trunk just because I rev my engine a bit, okay? Let's put it that way. Once is enough, right? His difficulty, and this is also shared by the other gentleman on this particular video, is I can't imagine women behaving like they say women behave. I'm female. I don't behave that way. I don't know any females who do. And yes, I have met women from other nations and cultures, and generally speaking, face it, while they may take an academic interest, they rarely just walk into your arms. Am I right, fellas? I know they say, oh, well, you're off right next to him, so, you know, love the one you're with, right? Uh-huh. Yeah, right. Doesn't always work that way, let's say. Okay? So the convincing female characters aren't quite there. Okay? Now, with Blacklight, for example, this book by Bill Knox is better because the women aren't, you know, quite so unbelievable. I mean, he still has his issues writing women characters, but he does better than Gerald Hammond does. Okay? Let's put it that way. But the other problem is Webb Carrick, his main protagonist in this series, always gets the girl. It's like, oh God, come on. Can't he be at least, you know, 0 for 2? 50% success rate? 60% success rate? Yeah, like normal guys, okay? I know Sailor has a woman in every port, but Jesus fucking Christ, give it a rest, fella. You're not supposed to use your voyages as rescuers, okay? Ay, ay, ay. Still, the one thing that I can say is good about both of them is you'll never guess. You'll never, ever, ever guess it. They're both very good at writing very intricate, very involved plots. You'll also learn a lot more about the various cultures, the people who surround them. It's not just one person against the world or one single person. No. You have a group of people here. You have a group of people there. You have the cultural ties here. You have the interlocking interpersonal relationships. You've got all of the complexity of normal life that one finds. But, yes. Now, Bill Knox also writes about rally driving and deep-sea fishing and the policing of deep-sea fishing. He also writes a crime series based upon Inspector Thanet and Detective Constable Moss in Glasgow. A rather rough town. Street fights between gangs, and all that happiness. Those large tenement blocks that they used to be putting up there. Didn't quite work out as they had hoped. So, you get to see a little bit of history with that one too. Rather gruesome inner city life with razor attacks and so on. So yeah, it gets a little exciting. Slang terms everywhere. Imagine spending $500 on liquor just for a wedding. Yeah, well, and even when it goes on for a week. And if any man isn't legless at the end of that period of time, it's an insult to the bride's parents. Man, one protagonist in one book had 2 gorgeous daughters. Naturally, they were going to be married. And he says a man with 2 daughters has got to be prepared, make his arrangements early. And yes, he spent $500 on bootleg liquor because his daughter got engaged, and a man's got to be prepared. Different cultures. Sounds like a good time, though. Any case, I recommend both of them, despite their flaws. But they're good. They're not cookie cutter. You will find a different crime in everything. In fact, Gerald Hammond likes to say that this is an effective way in which somebody could get rid of somebody else. But in one book he says, well, I have no data, so I can't I can't vouch for this murder method. I'm sorry. It hasn't been done before. So we have no empirical research to guarantee that this particular murder plot is actually possible. Quite a sense of humor. And the one story in which the Keith Calder's partner goes over to Texas. Oh my word, is that a hoot. Oh, that is so funny. Anyway, I think you'll enjoy them. I recommend them. Thank you for watching, and please do come again.